Man, I saw a post that kind of suggests that Ars Technina's admin administration's aware of the issue. You know, this came up, and the comments with the divisive topics have become increasingly hostile and angry over the last few years. And by the way, I mean, I'm just absolutely livid about what happened. Sites like Hacker News cater to a tech audience that deal with similar topics, but Hacker News has policies in place to encourage well-written thoughts and arguments. In comparison, comments on Ars Technica articles can often turn into a George Orwell-style 2 minutes of hate, where commenters pile on and openly and loudly express hatred or for the hatred the group the people they do not like. This does not seem healthy. If there is not a staff at Ars to moderate comments, similar thing dang at Hacker News, then something similar to The Verge could work out. They will disable comments on topics known to be overly divisive. COVID and its effects have been rough. I think some people are taking their anger in the comments, both liberal and conservative readers. Perhaps we need to take a break from the comments. We all need to. And then here's a thing about the Hacker News. Guidelines from this user. Somebody comes out, says I'm not staff and I have no affiliation with Ars Technica. The front page comments are not moderated in any way besides the up or down vote system. That's the current intended outcome. Any trolling spam can be reported and will be nuked, but otherwise it's the wild wild west. And then another person comes in and says it's not this is actually not true. The front page comments are moderated by Ars Technica admins, not the volunteer moderator corps, and they use a different set of standards than we use in the forum. Believe me, the volume and quality of fan mail the front page moderation gets is both concerning with the eyes going to the side. I think it would be the and very happy from a mod over at this site. So I would just say that my frustration is that there is some validity to what everybody's saying here, even if the people are happy to be corrected on that. I tend to avoid anything past the first page of comments, and this is true. People are saying it's past the third page. No, I mean, in the case of the article the issue that I had, anything past the first page was a problem. Downvoting brigades. Archerim came back, and unfortunately, bad source for it to come from on the site, because other people, said, I moderate the front page comments. But I can see everything. I see more than you think. You know, for instance, I already know this. Our team T Esca, you're an ignorant homophobe. See, I'm not that. I'm an autistic who suggested an unconventional solution that got vote brigaded because of the fact that I guess it seemed a little bit like, that seems a little sketch, just being, blasé about voided warranties seems a bit sketch. I guess maybe, or maybe it was that it came from me. I don't know. I don't know why they did it, but Archim has the same complaint that I did. Which is I've noticed it as well. It all looks quite horrible, to put it mildly. I see a simple solution to mass hysterical downvotes. Now, this motherfucker got downvoted for good reasons. I did not. I posted an innocuous comment and got downvoted with hysterically for no good reason. Just saying. I mean, what for transparency's sake, if any R's people actually watch YouTube, here we go. Here. Let's pull up the history. I mean, I've had no problem posting this over and over and over again. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, we don't want that. We want downloads. Loser. This is what happened to me. No explanation from the community why this was voted down. No input, no engagement, no nuance about why this was voted down. No, nothing even approaching an explanation. So it's, I don't like your comment. Basically, it's an innocuous, harmless comment, but let's thumb it down for, and then don't even explain why we thumbed it down. When I come and ask them to explain, no, just laugh in his face. Basically, that's the treatment I got by your community. You know, just so you know. I mean, if anybody at ours comes here, like, this is what I want you to see. I want you to see that despite your legendary good reputation and, the site's absolutely wonderful, spellbindingly good articles, I post a comment like this, and this is the treatment I get. Mass hysterical downvoting for a comment that was completely innocuous and harmless. And that's why I had to come out and say, what I did, and then come out and say, maturing is not downvoting the comments that are completely harmless, just because, it's not doing this. This is not what I would call an example of mature behavior. I know you think that I'm the one that has acted childish, and maybe some people will agree with you, but fuck them. Grown ass adults aren't doing this. Grown ass adults don't consider it their mission in life, basically, to police the comment section against anything like this and act as guardians of the third page of, an article about a McDonald's video. Like, what do they think they were doing here? What, like, do they think that they were on some kind of heroic mission that provided value in any way by downvoting this? Like, no, they weren't. Doing this actually just harms the site. It provides anti-value. Whatever the thing is that it subtracts from the value of the community is what this did. you know? This was not a contribution. This was a fucking extraction that harmed the value of the site. They're not protecting your site. They're not acting in its interest. They're not acting in a way that would elevate it or the community or that was productive towards it. These were counterproductive downvotes by a bunch of immature brats who are used to getting their way.